So I went on the internet for advice. Don't do that. I know you're here on the internet looking for maybe advice. I don't know. I'm not going to give you advice. I'm going to tell you what I do to my car. What you do to your car is your own thing. Hopefully you learn a little bit from what I do. Went on a Facebook group that does Mustangs, and I got all kinds of information that you can't roll the back fenders and unless you cut them, use a baseball bat. My back spacing's wrong on my wheels. Let's see, what else? Some people use vice grips to pull them up, and maybe that all works for them. That's cool. I appreciate all of their input and all of their advice. But in the end, I just figure I want to use the right tool for the right job. And that's what I'm doing here. So I already rolled the other side just to see if how this would go, because I wasn't going to film it if it went badly. So obviously the other side went pretty well. I did have some paint chipping underneath when I did that. I'll touch that up to keep it from getting any worse. I think that was already there though because of the rubbing that I was getting from that tire. And so I'm going to check this one a little bit more. What we're going to do, I set this to 500. I go through a few minutes. It's a pretty warm day, so I don't have to do a whole lot for heating it up, but I do want to heat up the paint, keep it from cracking, especially along this lip here. And then, so I'll heat it up. I give a little bit of pressure, just enough to make it a little bit difficult to roll back and forth. And then when it feels like it eases up a little bit, I just do like 1/8 of a turn, maybe a quarter turn if it lets me, but I'm not pushing this. I'm kind of letting the metal tell me how far to go. So I'm not pushing it a little too hard. I really don't want to warp up here in the quarter at all. Don't want to change the fender, outside part of the fender at all. I just want to roll this back piece right here. The inside of the fender. It is double thick metal, so it is a little bit tougher. I've done my WRX before. That was a lot easier, but it was also because the outside metal is a lot thinner. It was easier to work, and I did wrinkle that a little bit on one side when I did that one. So take your time if you do this. Just go slow. Lots of heat. I'm setting this to 500 and then heating it up for a few minutes, roll a little bit, come back with a heat gun, roll a little bit, come back with a heat gun, and that's basically it. I just want to get that inner fender facing upward, and hopefully that's going to be enough to let these clear. I'm also, if I still get a little bit of rubbing once I get these rolled, and also I'm only doing about 1/3 of the wheel, because that's really the only part that it was catching, is just like this upper third. So that's all I'm really doing, is this third of the fender. But if I still get some rubbing after that, I am going to go, I have to replace these tires anyways. I'm going to go with 225s right now. I have 245, I think these are 245 40 17s or 45 17s. I can't recall. Let's see. I know they're 245s though. 245 45 17s. And so I may go with a 225, which would fit pretty much straight on this rim rather than kind of being meaty on the outside. But I'm hoping it won't rub with the 245s, and I can just replace it with another 245 because I like the look. So here we go. Do a little bit of this. I'm gonna film a little bit of how I do it. I'll probably speed that part up, and then I will show you the end result once I'm done. So one thing on this is just like I actually got this from Amazon. It's nothing special. I know Eastwood or something like that has a good one, but this one's pretty impressive. It has the little these little lug nuts have a little sleeve that goes in there, so they pull in and straighten this out really well. It has an adjustment here, has an adjustment up and down there, has an adjustment for the wheel to tilt. And then you can also get a different adjustment there's this pin here This pin here can move back to here so you get a little bit further in if you have to. I had to be on the outside one for this one. So 500 degrees, we'll heat this up. So I'll put that back on and you get the idea of what I'm doing. All right, I gotta show you everything. So this is what it looks like underneath. Oh, after rolling it, you can see it's pushed up and then I got like a little over, you know, the tip of my finger there, but it's facing upward is mainly what I wanted. So you can see I got a little bit of cracking there, but I think that was already kind of there because that's one of the holes. But I'm going to show you the one thing that I didn't like, and that's this right here. See if you can see it. It did crack just a hair on this lip. So I'm gonna have to keep a close eye on that. I'm gonna see if I can find something to touch this up to keep it from spreading and cracking a little bit more. So that was kind of the worst of it. On this side. And to be fair, the paint job on this, it looks great from a distance, but there's definitely some stuff like it was already going, gets cracked right there. I've had a little nick here from working on the under the hood, so it ain't perfect. And to me, it's more important to have a driving car than a pretty car. I want both, but let's see if you can see this. Let's get underneath. This is the worst of it, like right here where it cracked, and I'm sure that was already cracking from the wheel rubbing under here. But again, I got like just a fingertip there and it's pointing up. Mainly this, and then right here where that hole is, again, it kind of split. And it doesn't typically get sprayed very well under the fenders anyways, and so it's kind of the risky take. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheels back on, see how the car drives, if we get any rubbing, and then I'll find some touch-up and make sure those don't spread anymore. All right, I took it for a little drive a little earlier, and the rolling helped a bunch. I mean, it wasn't rubbing at all on either side for the most part. And I say for the most part because there was a couple of spots that I could hear it just touch. It was so minimal that I'm not that concerned about it. I might go, I had mentioned earlier, going to 225s. I might go to 235s, but what I'm going to do first, I do need new shocks. Put the new shocks on when I get those, and then once those are on, I'll take it for a drive, see how it does. Then I'll decide what I'm going to do with the tires, whether I go with the 245s like I have, or go down to a 235 or a 225. So shocks are incoming. I ordered them today, so that'll be my next video.